Good morning, this is Captain Rogers speaking. We've now reached our cruising altitude of 35,000 feet and the seatbelt signs will be switched off momentarily. We recommend you stay seated with your seatbelt securely fastened. Flight time today will be approximately 8 hours. We will be reaching our destination of Shanghai at 1 p.m. But until then, we hope you enjoy the flight. Shanghai? It's supposed to be New York. Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 13 of this Tennis Manager 2022 save. I'm the Custard Prophet. We're back here at the Death Academy, of course, as always. Might hear a little bit of a fan noise in the background. It's hot, so I've got the fan on. I'm sticking by that. So we're out here now in New York. Finally, after a little bit of a hiccup with the flights, but we are here. We've done the stadium tour. We now know why it's called Flushing Meadows. Apparently there's a ghostly toilet that appears every 50 years and randomly flushes. At first I'd heard of that, but makes sense now. Anyway, so Shaunetta has moved forward, as you might suggest, from where we are all the way to the US Open. We have played, I think, 3 or 4 tournaments, and now we're at the US Open. You can see from her ranking we have done okay. We are down now to 45th. We were as high as, I think, 43rd, which is just 13 places above that magical 30 place mark, which we need to get to keep Shaunetta here next season, which would be really annoying if we didn't manage to do that. So let's have a look at how she's got on, and we'll have a look at her as well, and then we're going to play our first match in the US Open because it's that exciting. So this was the match in Wimbledon, and then we played in Switzerland in a Junior 200 event and managed to get through all the way through to the quarterfinals. You can see we had a fairly straightforward first round match against the 114th ranked junior in the world. Beat her 6-3, 6-1. Then Anca Tanodi of Romania came up against us, 11th in the world, and we got a very, very strong victory here. 6-1 in the first set, and then lost the second 7-6, but then won 6-4. We did surprisingly lose in the quarterfinals. We had quite an easy tie, I thought. We looked strong. We looked really strong up until about halfway through the second set, and we just kind of fell over and ended up losing in 3 sets. So we probably should have got a little bit further there, but bowed out at the quarterfinals. I was happy we get into the quarterfinals, just disappointed that we didn't win that match, probably that we should have done. So following on from that, we then played in China, Nanjing. Don't know where that is. This was a Junior 300 event, so getting a decent way through this was going to be important. And you can see, what did we get here? We earned 60 points from this one, which is really good. 1,149 quid. Here, we got all the way through to the quarterfinals again, and it was understandable why we lost. So first round, a Kazakhstani player beat her in 3 sets. That was pleasing. She was 79th, and then a very big victory over a Japanese player, Mio Mushika, beat her 6-love, 6-2. It was really, really straightforward. But then we played the 3rd ranked junior in the world and lost 6-1, 4-6, or 6-1, 6-4. It was a bit of a lesson, but we did. Again, we got 100 points for getting that far, which is massive, and we were ranked 51st at this point. So despite actually doing a little bit better, we weren't picking up points, picking up positions. 1,700. We then went into the next one, and this was really disappointing against the Isabella Kruger. I think we played her before. We lost in the first round in 3 sets. It was going out to Fiji. I think she was probably spending too much time on the beach, and that was not really anything gained. 500 quid was all we got from that. But this one was the big one, a 300 a junior 300 event, and we got all the way to the semi-finals. We maybe could have got a little bit further. Again, losing to a lower ranked opponent in the semi-finals. You can see we beat Tenodi in the first round, so again we've beaten her twice now comfortably, 6-3, 6-2. Then we played a Portuguese lady in the second round, beat her in 3 sets, but again it was pretty comfortable. Then quarterfinalist against a Canadian who was ranked a little bit below us, around the same level, beat her 7-6, 6-4, and then semi-final against Bianca Fernandez from Canada, who was 123rd in the world, and we lost disappointingly against her. I thought we were going to get a final, and we would have come back for that one if we had managed it, but you can see we got a good swath of points and money, and ranked 45th in that tournament, so we're improving our ranking all the time. You can see this here as it's slowly going up. It's obviously harder to do. Yeah, we were 43rd at this point, but we're working hard to move up the rankings. So that's kind of where we are at the minute, and we're going to play round 1 in the US Open. We can have a look who we potentially have drawn. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. I think it's a toughie, but I might be wrong about that. Yeah, we've got a seed, Erika Andreeva. Why we can't just have an easier first round match? It would be lovely if we could, because I don't think we've qualified for any of these major tournaments, which is where the points are. So we need to do better, really. Let's have a look first just at the rankings, though, because get an idea of how far we've got to go to get to that 30th spot. So currently 30 points, so 30th place here is just over 1,000 points. We are sitting in, where are we? We're in 45th currently, 860 points. So you feel there's quite a lot just in this gap here. If we could get through this first round and just have a little bit of a run, we could definitely move up that leaderboard. Definitely. But it's going to be tough. Let's just, before we jump into the tournament, I want to show you how Shaunetta's getting on in terms of her ranking, because you can see this, her serve accuracy now is up to 12. We've got volleys in double figures as well, which is really important. So we are really improving her in this area. Stamina is something that we do need to work on, and there was a great comment from somebody. Give me a second. Yeah, it was from William Sampson, who confirmed that the Killer Instinct, fighting spirit, and those sort of things are not trainable. So you just have to you get given what you're dealt. But he recommends training stamina, which is low, and also fitness, which natural fitness. I guess it's natural fitness. So I think we're going to have to do some work there, and that's something I'm planning on doing, because stamina is still very, very low, and I think that might be one of the reasons we may be a little bit variable when we play matches. So yeah, thank you very much, William. I will hopefully put a screenshot up to show that post in full, because I think there's some useful stuff in there. Right, should we play a match? So I think if we get through this one, it does open up a little bit potentially, and we could play Aliona Falai, who we played and beat recently as well. So let's see how things start here. I think it couldn't be much more difficult for us, but so she's in good form, good win rate, aggressive baseliner. So I think we're going to have to be someone who's full of power, which is going to be tough. We don't really deal with that very well. So maybe there's an opportunity on the serve. We'll continue with the serve and volley approach. I think this is going to be hard, folks. Yeah, look at her serve. Actually, her serve power is pretty pretty strong. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. We've played it once before. We can see the details here. We lost that 7-6, 6-1 in Roland Garros. So it's, yeah. We will see. We'll see how it goes. So what do we need to do here? She's pretty good across the board. So we'll boost her confidence. So she's reacted positively to that, which is what we want. And I'm not sure quite how my computer will deal with the heat. Currently, we've got the British heat wave here, so yeah, it's not actually too hot in here at the minute. Right. So what I am going to do straight away here, I think, is just push back a little bit on all those things, just so we can make sure we get the best possible time to hit the ball.
30,
well,
40.
It's gone with serve. First opportunity here for
Let.
Andreev, and we're
Fold. Second service.
got a break down. She's coming to the net. Good. That's well done. That looked a mistake.
Deuce.
Went quite close to the corner though.
30, 40.
Looks like we're just struggling a little bit. Come on, let's shout something at it.
Fold. Second service.
Another break opportunity.
Deuce.
We're not really seeing much on her serve, which is the worry. Another one. We had an advantage. It's a set point for Andreev.
Fold. Second service.
I mean, it'd be amazing to get through this. That's a big hit right to the ball. Gone wide. Knew that was wide all the way. So first set lost, unfortunately, 6-4. I don't actually think we've been too bad. Too many chances to break her. What do you mean by that? Give me some more detail. You're supposed to be an analyst, and you look like you've got fake hair, and the analysis makes no sense. What do you mean put herself in too much danger? I wonder if you get better quality analysts, whether the advice actually starts to make any sense at all, because that would be good.
Second set.
I really need, I think, to have a deep dive into some of this stuff to really start to understand what I'm looking at and what I should be taking from this, because to be fair, I just don't. Yeah. I mean, is this good? Is it good? I don't know. Nobody knows. Anyway, I'm not going to change anything. I think we just got to try and ride this out.
30,
but we did.
40.
We did have a couple of chances, almost getting break opportunities on her serve, but didn't quite manage it. It'll be gutting if, you know, at these big tournaments we just fall short every single time. And then we got broken. We're 4-2 down. And this could be it. A really short one here.
Fold.
Again, with 40-15 down on her serve. It's 5-3. And what have we done wrong? Not that much. She's come into the net. She's played this point well. And that's what she's done wrong. So we're out of the US Open before we even got started. That is so frustrating. Let's just have a look at the stats here, because there must be something in here telling us what we've done wrong. So obviously, and this is unsurprising really, she got a lot more winners than us. She's got more power. Probably accuracy's not too different, but if you've got the power, you know, it's hard to get there. Forehand winners and backhand winners, there wasn't really a point of focusing on one of them because they were both pretty strong, but she did make a lot of errors compared to us, which was good to see. So we're not making a lot of unforced errors. That's pleasing. Did we just need to be a little bit more aggressive? Is that what we should have done? Because look through this, folks. Look through this. Tell me what went wrong. Was she just better than us on the day? We couldn't really have done much. Should I have tried to move from the serve and volley approach to something else? I'm not sure. I want your collective knowledge here. I want to I want you to crack the case. Anyway, folks, well, another disappointing major tournament, and this might be a bit of a problem. She's annoyed. Her emotion has gone up. So is angry good? Who knows? But imagine if we'd actually made some progress or had a relatively comfortable draw there, just to ease ourselves in. We get 700 quid, which isn't great. But yeah, what to say? Anyway, we're gonna have a look quickly at the finances because they're looking a little bit better. We've been making a bit of money. We got some money from the equipment suppliers. I'm not sure what that was about. So we've got a current balance of just over £26,000. What we are trying to get towards, and once we do this, we will definitely be starting to make some movement. We need to get to this 45k, which feels like it's going to take an eternity at this rate. But I think if we go for the clay court upgrade, we just lose more money. So I think we need the paddle court. We absolutely need the paddle court because that will give us £6,000 a month extra income, and then I think we can start quickly building up money month upon month. We can put in the grass court, which then would give us. Oh, it doesn't. Is it the indoor court that does that? Yeah, the indoor court gives us a little bit extra, so we'll do that. And the business centre, I don't think there's any. The only upgrade I can see here that's anywhere near attainable at the minute is this restaurant, which would give us about 13 grand a month, which would be pretty good. But we can't do that yet. We just have to be patient, folks. But I think we're not going to be doing anything this year unless we get a little bit of cash. But the paddle court is the next target. That's what we're going for. In terms of our focus now, we're obviously what we do need to do and ensure is that we get this ranking down by 15, and we're going to have to win a tournament, I think, to do that. So tournaments coming up. We've got a little bit of a break. We've got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 5 tournaments left. So that's going to be interesting. I wonder whether we do that and put that one in. So that's 6. Okay. Well. We need points. That's the important thing. We need to get somewhere with one of these tournaments. There is a 500 event coming up on clay, and we do like clay, so that's going to be exciting. We've got the next one we're going to be playing is this girls one in Montevideo. It's the second race, so it's not the 500. My hope is maybe we can go far in that, because obviously all the big boys are going to be playing in, or girls are going to be playing in Japan, so maybe there's a way to sort of game the system a little bit and just get her over that line, get her to that 1,000 point mark where I think we need to be. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We've got other Tennis Manager content on the channel, so look around in the playlist for that, and I'll hopefully see you on the next video where we will definitely be getting a win. Definitely. You heard it here. See you then. Bye bye.